Welcome, everybody, to Den Excelsior, episode 191. I'm your host, Ricky. With me, as always, is Dennis. Dennis says hi.
What's up? I did say hi.
What's up is Eyes of Wakanda,
the show that kind of snuck up on us, right?
Yeah, the thing they just put out there. They sent it to the pasture, and does it live or does it die? We'll find out in the back half of the show. But as usual, what have you been up to?
I just did a toy photography workshop today with Outside the Lens. It's my second one. They're a cool media, like digital media, like school that has a group of. It has a focused group of disabled students that really enjoyed learning the whole thing. It was really cool. It's like I said, the second time I've done it. Some people were there last year, some were new. It was really fun. But that was like a big part of my day today. So it's been a long day. Matt, I've been watching a ton of wrestling because I started watching Unreal last week.
And is that like this reality show?
It's a behind the scenes look at how they do the show.
Oh yeah, the Netflix thing.
Yeah, and the WWE Unreal thing was so interesting in the first episode, but then I realized like just how huge this Netflix deal was for them. That like I didn't realize it had just started this year in January, and so with that they kind of saw it as an opportunity to get a lot of new viewers. So because of that, a lot of storylines were being started this year. And I didn't realize, because normally when you jump into wrestling, you're like, well, this story has been going on for 5 years. And that's still true, but like they wanted to freshen things up. And so when I realized that, I was like, oh, I could watch the ones I missed, So like we've just
it's like every WrestleMania is like a pseudo reset for the year.
Right. But like it was fun to go back and like, so we're trying to just I want to see John Cena's actual turn.
Oh, that was like in November it was last WrestleMania, wasn't it? Or before?
No, his turn was in March. It was like a month before WrestleMania. Yeah. So I want to get to that, and then I'm almost there. I'm like at the middle of February right now.
They just signed a crazy deal with ESPN too.
I know it's not getting a lot of love.
Well, I mean, I watched SummerSlam because it was on Peacock, and I forgot I had Peacock. So I had it as we start to do. Like, I'll say this: we're going to Survivor Series War Games together. I've only ever seen John Cena in person, in a Comic-Con setting, and he is quite the entertainer there. But I never really watched wrestling as a kid actively, but I know who John Cena is. I remember when John Cena came out.
Yeah.
I remember watching The Marine. This is like direct to DVD movie. So I know when his theme song comes on during Survivor Series, it's just gonna hit me like a truck.
It's gonna hit you like a truck, especially because this past weekend he turned face again.
Well, yeah. He's a good guy now.
Yeah,
but I mean, we can't talk about. They're bringing back Brock Lesnar.
That's icky.
It's really gross.
So they've got two ickies this week because of the Lesnar thing and the ESPN thing. I guess the ESPN thing went over so badly that they had Roman Reigns record a PSA explaining to the fans why it's a good thing that they have to pay a special wrestling package for ESPN that's $30 a month in order to watch the premium live events. And that's wild. $30 a month, dude. Like,
Well, it's ESPN's getting a whole new like app. I mean, that's like side news. They're getting rid of Hulu within probably the year. It's all going to be Disney Plus, and then ESPN's getting mixed in with that in some capacity, and that's what that is. It's like a separate thing.
It's still way expensive, dude. $30. $30 a month. What other app are you paying $30 a month for?
You're getting live coverage, live sports, and
yeah, like here's what I'm saying. I think there's a cross section of wrestling fans that are not into sports. That's why they watch wrestling.
That's fair.
And you're alienating them from their events. You know what I mean?
But I think they've proven that wrestling fans will pay.
I'm not gonna pay for ESPN. I'm not. I'll just go to a bar and watch it.
Yeah, I mean, there you go.
But then I'm not paying.
You will find a way.
Yeah, I'll find a way to do it without paying, and I think that's going to hurt them. But also, what's hurting them is the Brock Lesnar thing, because that man is in a current lawsuit with the person that got Vince McMahon removed from his seat.
Well, it's also extra gross that like before the Lesnar thing, they're like, "Hey, we're doing no more post-fight press conferences." They're just not. So typically after a match, they would do a press conference with everybody like who appeared.
Oh yeah, they just happened to get rid of the press conference.
Yeah, they just happened to like not do the press conference. And again, I mean, all the shit's like, I don't say scripted. I mean, it's all scripted, but it's not the beefs continue in and out of the ring. But come on, that's like at least do the press conference.
Yeah, there was a third ick because, like, in the middle of SummerSlam on both nights, they had to show you that Triple H was visiting the president last week to sign the new presidential fitness order back into effect. And
oh my god, the stupid people on that like council are so dumb.
Yeah, but so they're losing points for me, but I'm going to stick it out because I already got tickets for Survivor Series.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty much.
I like how they wrote out Roman Reigns for a few months as he filmed Street Fighter.
Who is he in Street Fighter? Is he Sagat?
Who is he? Let me pull him up. I just had it up too. He's not Baraka.
Baraka's Mortal Kombat.
He's not Baraka. The other green guy.
Blanca? You know, Blanca. Baraka's not green, right? He's Blanca?
Yes. No. Momoa's Blanca.
Oh my god, Jason Momoa's in this?
Oh, okay. Roman Reigns is the Kuma. There he is. There you go.
What is this movie?
Oh, you don't know about the Street Fighter movie cast?
No.
Oh, okay. Let me read it to you.
Cool. Do it.
Vijut Jamal is Dawson.
Okay.
Hiroki Goto is E Honda. Andrew Koji is playing Ryu. Noah Centineo.
Andrew Koji was Storm Shadow in G.I. Joe, right?
I believe so.
Snake Eyes.
Not the Snake Eyes movie, but in the G.I. Joe movies. Snake Eyes is like Henry.
No, I said Storm Shadow.
Okay, yeah. Noah Centineo Ken. Kalina Liang is Chun-Li. David Dismalch is M. Bison.
Dismalchian?
Yeah. Cody Rhodes is Guile.
Cody Rhodes is Guile?
50 Cent is Balrog.
What the hell?
Orville Peck is Vega. Andrew Scholl is Dan. Roman Reigns is Kuma. Yeah.
Oh my god. That is a weird ass movie. Who is making this?
There's some choices in that movie. Wait. Who is making this movie?
That is funny. July 14th deadline was sharing this.
Yeah. that's getting underway soon. But Street Fighter side, you're on the wrestling train till it sounds like the very least Survivor Series.
Yes, that is true.
What if they and we're bringing back Gina Carano?
Well, they are bringing back Gina Carano to Star Wars. And that's
they look forward to identifying opportunities to work together in the future. Whatever the fuck that means.
That's rough, man.
It almost comes off as me as like as part of that settlement they had to release a statement like that. That is kind of weird. Usually statements don't come out of settlements unless they're part of the settlement.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what to think about that. But you got me. I'm in a whirlwind right now. I'm just looking at this Street Fighter cast.
We're gonna get Rangers of the Republic.
Yeah. I don't know if that's exciting to me. But yes, lots of wrestling, lots of toy stuff. God, I have so many toys. You know what I was doing last week? Mm-hmm. Opening all the toys I got from Comic-Con. And
I fucked up on the 3-pack.
What 3-pack?
The Comic-Con 3-pack.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I sold them for a modest profit.
The Marvel Legends?
Yes. I thought about waiting till they went on sale on Hasbro Pulse and then sold out. Mm-hmm. The price is almost doubled what I sold mine for.
You knew they were going to sell out because of Gooners.
So, I'm not a scalper. if that.
Yeah, no, I know.
That makes you feel better.
I know, but I'm just saying, like we talked about this on the show months ago that 3-pack was going to be insane.
I did buy a Psylocke though. Yeah.
Oh, I got one on Monday.
Your friend got it for you.
Yeah, he brought it for me. It's the best.
I ordered one from Canada.
Oh.
At retail.
Okay.
So
Canada retail though.
It was still normal price. The shipping was slightly more expensive, but
gotcha. You know what I got in the mail today?
Mm-hmm.
I wish I had it over here. I cannot grab it. It's too big right now. I got my Dragon Man.
That's a big guy.
He's pretty big, dude. He's quite big, and I've had his arm fall off like 3 times already.
Oh, that's not good.
It's just the peg, like it's because he's all soft. It's like soft, like that rubbery plastic.
Oh, okay.
It's not like he's broken. It's just the peg is not holding his arm. I don't know. That's like, isn't that like an $80 figure? Wasn't it something like that? Like,
I mean, you tell me.
Yeah, I think it was, but he's pretty cool. He will be behind me next week. When I've cleaned up all the mess. But yeah, no, it's so much stuff. It's not just stuff I got from Comic-Con. It's stuff that I got during Comic-Con that arrived in the mail. I ended up picking up more Street Fighter toys from Jada. So like the timing of that movie announcement you just gave me is pretty hilarious because I've got like I got a Ken, I got a Dhalsim, I got a Chun-Li, a Cammy, a Bison, and then I got the Player 2 versions of them at Comic-Con this last week. It's pretty crazy. Yeah. What about you? What have you been running out on?
King of the Hill.
How is it?
It is great. It's I think if you don't take my opinion for it, it's like consistently getting like 9s and 10s for the season. Okay. Now, granted, it's a 2025 season, so it's only 10 episodes, as opposed to like the 22 they were doing. I think
back in the day.
But that's. I think was I talking with you or Lindsay about it, where like I just feel like historically, if I ever meet somebody like let's say at a Comic-Con, I'm like, oh, I'm a big King of the Hill fan. Like, oh, me too. That's like an automatic green flag for me in terms of like
you met one, didn't you? Like the other when we were there.
Well, I mean, I just met someone dressed as Chuck Mangione, but yes, that was that's King of the Hill deep cut.
But no, I thought you were wearing a King of the Hill shirt, and somebody said like, nice
in the elevator, yeah. That show, it's modern times, right? So it's 2025 in the show, but it still hits the same beats, right? The Hills present this kind of I don't know. They're presented with a lot of things they don't understand, right? That's kind of the conceit of the whole show. Like each episode, here's a new thing I don't understand, and then they learn to like love it or find their way to embrace it or find the good in things.
Yeah.
With funny anecdotes along the way, and
it's the way we all should live life, right? Is like
you don't have to love or agree with everything, but it doesn't mean you have to hate everything.
Yeah.
So that show just hits at a perfect time. Knowing if me and my personal family, there's an episode centered around craft beer, and the making of craft beer and what beer is, to a younger generation versus an older generation. And I damn near cried when the episode, the conversations that were had on screen, because they are very much the conversations that I've heard.
That's funny.
Many times over.
That's funny.
But it fits that like Ted Lasso season 1 slot in my heart of this just feels good to watch. So I was very happy for that to return. We binged 9 episodes the Monday it came out, and then we finished the other one the next day.
That's funny.
Other than that, I think I'm just getting ready for Aliens is next week. That's a 2-episode premiere. I think I want to go see Weapons this week. That's the
looks good.
Pseudo sequel to
Barbarian. Yeah, the spiritual sequel, right? Or is it
apparently they are connected?
Oh, they are connected.
They are the same universe. I guess that's how you meant.
Shit.
That's
cool.
The press going around that movie is kind of interesting. So Pedro was supposed to be the Josh Brolin character in that movie, and he like dipped out at the very last minute to do a thing
for Fantastic Four.
Yeah, and apparently that fucked over so much stuff, like so much stuff. But it worked. I guess it worked out because people are loving Weapons too. So
wow. Yeah, I'm interested. I don't. You tell me how it is, and I'll probably still wait for it to be on streaming. But I'm interested.
It looks what good. Is the next wrestling big event? Is it the Clash in Paris?
Yes, it's at the end of the month. Yeah, they have 2 this month. It's strangely, yeah. So, but yeah, no, that's the next one. Like, I was trying to talk Lindsay off the fence or off the ledge yesterday because I was doing work and then I came out of my room, went out there like to have dinner with her, and she's like, I have terrible WWE news. It's like, what? I thought like somebody died or something like that. She's like, they're switching the PLEs to ESPN and it's gonna cost like $30 a month. And I was like, it's okay. Like, it's like when I was in college, we didn't watch most PLEs. We just watched Raw or SmackDown or whatever, because you don't need the PLEs. They're just they're quite the spectacle. They are. And in fairness, like I think I told you last week, Lindsay was sick all week after Comic-Con. She got a cold, and she came down with it pretty hard on Tuesday. And she was sick the whole damn week. I somehow dodged it all week until Saturday morning. I woke up and I had the sore throat. And I was like, well, you know what? I could think of worse things to do while I'm sick than just sit around and watch wrestling for 4 hours on 2 days in a row. So, it definitely nursed me back to health, doing that. But like, I don't need to do that. That's an investment of a weekend. You know what I mean? Like it's ballsy for them to do. Yeah. If I wasn't sick, I don't know that I would like totally be down to do that. Like, I mean, I've done it before for sure. Like WrestleMania was worth it to do, but yeah, it's not a thing I want to do all the time. So I'm actually kind of okay. Like this could be like the year that Dennis and Lindsay were into wrestling, and then we go find something else to be into next year. Who knows?
I think that's fine. I think that's what the beauty of wrestling is. You can just kind of slide in, slide out when it gets weird again.
So for anybody who listens to us and has been listening to us for all the years we've been doing this, bear with us for a few more months. We're just going to talk about wrestling for a little bit longer, and then we'll be off of it. Maybe. Who knows? We'll be on.
before we get in the news, I wanted to ask you. I saw this making the rounds this week. Comic-Con 2028 is apparently slightly up in the air in terms of scheduling.
This happens every other year, man.
Well, you want it? Do you know why?
No, sure. I don't know why. I don't know why.
2028 is the Olympics, and which also starts at the end of July. So there's some big concern because there are events happening in and around San Diego as well. That like the hotel apocalypse is just going to be tenfolded. So they're throwing out, or they're working on a plan to like what is Comic-Con 2028? Is it earlier in the year? Is it later in the year? Do they just say fuck it and roll with the Olympics? But
yeah,
something I had not thought of until now.
In fairness, Comic-Con was weird last year. How I had to I had to ignore the Olympics for a few days. Like that was like because it was on during the Olympics, right? Like,
yeah, I think you catch the weekend or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
The Olympics then July and then rolls into August or something like that.
Yeah. I think we missed a few days of the like the opening ceremonies and stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But yeah, that's interesting. They'll think about it. They'll think it over. They'll figure it out. But I mean, the reality is like, there's no way the Olympics is going to bring more focused revenue to San Diego, because I don't think there's a lot of events.
I don't think so. I think it's more, the concern is probably more in terms of like hotels.
Right. Yeah.
But interesting problem that we'll have an answer for in 3 years.
It depends. Yeah. We'll see. We got time.
Shall we go into some news?
Do it.
A Spider-Punk animated feature is in development at Sony. Co-written by Daniel Kaluuya. That's the news. There is a Spider-Punk animated movie on the table. It doesn't say if Daniel Kaluuya is going to voice Spider-Punk again, but he will be writing it in some capacity. The Millers are going to be in as part of the are going to be produced on the project. That's something you want? You want a continuation of that story?
Yeah, I want a continuation of the story. It's called Spider-Verse 3. That's the story I want continued. I don't see, that's my problem. I can't get excited for Spider-Man Noir or Into the Spider-Verse.
That's this year.
Spider-Punk. What's that?
That's this year, I believe, too.
I know, but I'm saying I can't get excited for those things because I don't know that it's going to end up being all worth it. You know what I mean? Like, so I would just rather the 3 be done before we ever like, you know, it tastes like the Star Wars holiday special. You know what I mean? Like, let's not do other diversions until the main story is done. Then do all the crazy things you want to do. You know what I mean? I just don't know where all the chips are falling. So like, I don't like, are certain characters going to be alive at the end of the story? Are they going to be dumber? Like, is the story going to devalue them in any way? Like, just because of the way Sony has been interfering with the production or delaying it, or who knows who's actually doing this? I'm just speculating. But all of those things make me not like the taste of side projects right now. You know what I mean? Because like when I hear delay, and then announce this that also the Millers are working on, and also this one that the Millers are working on, I'm like, Miller and Lloyd, or wait. And they're not both Millers.
Lord and Miller, sorry.
Lord and Miller. Yeah, Lord and Miller. When it's Lord and Miller, and the rumors are like they're having problems with Sony, blah blah blah. But then they're also making this other
Hey
stuff.
man,
It's
they're
like
just securing their job security, baby.
I get that, I get it, but I'm saying like it's confusing. It's like, are you having problems with them making this movie, or is something else really the reason you're having problems making this movie? Is it your Miles? Is your Miles making things weird? Like, is it the animation process? Like, I just wish we had more transparency into why the hell this movie is so many years delayed. When was this movie supposed to come out? Like
2
last
years
year?
ago,
Like
2 or
2
3
years
years ago.
ago?
Yeah.
Dude, that's wild. It's so wild. And it's coming out supposedly next year or 2027. I can't remember.
2027, I think.
Dude.
Yeah,
So
because
no.
they wouldn't double up on Spider-Man movies in a year.
So no. I'm not excited for Spider-Punk. Okay.
Well,
I would love to be. I wish I could be.
We'll pivot to the Spider-Man movie that's coming out next year. We got some really good looks at that costume and the Punisher's costume in his special. Oh my god, that is a good looking Spider-Man, and that is a great looking Punisher.
They look good. They look good, man. It's cool. It's cool that we've gotten to the point in that universe where they can look correct, and it doesn't feel silly. You know what I mean? Because of the progression that occurred, like we can be like, yeah,
My
Spider-Man.
only gripe, I want that big fat juicy spider on the back. Damn it.
Did he not have the fat spider on the back?
He has a normal, like reddish spider. I want the big fat round.
I don't know why. I always love the tick thing on the back, and I don't know why they never give it to us. But oh well, it is what it is.
That movie comes out next July. Also, there's like rumors. Apparently, one of the costume artists is a public Pinterest board, has a bunch of samurai stuff on it and Viper adjacent stuff on it.
Okay.
So people are saying Silver Samurai is a bad guy in this movie. That's a choice for a Spider-Man.
I mean, if we get more mutants into the story, cool. But we'll see. I've heard the opposite. I've heard that the hidden demons are showing up in that movie. Sorry, the inner demons. Inner demons. Do you know who they are?
Yes, that's Mr. Negative's gang.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard rumors that they're not.
Well, would you rather see Mr. Negative or Silver Samurai in that movie?
I'll take another crack at Silver Samurai. Why not?
I'd rather get a Spider-Man villain, but sure. Okay. I guess you got your different ocean of what
he
you
wasn't
want,
a mutant in the Wolverine, was he?
No.
Yeah. Okay. So I thought.
That's why they wanted Wolverine's blood, or his animated.
Yes, they made him younger. Yeah. Viper was definitely a mutant though. Not Marvel news, but Highlander news, as we've become somewhat of an unofficial Highlander podcast at some point in our tenure. Do you want to play in the Kurgan?
Oh, I think I heard it already, but I'm forgetting it right now. It's a wrestler, isn't it?
It was a wrestler.
Who is it?
Batista.
Oh, that's right. Yes. That's pretty good.
That's a good looking Kurgan.
It's good. And I think
he's
no disrespect to Clancy Brown, but I think Clancy Brown was not at the height of his acting prowess when he was the original Kurgan. You know Clancy Brown from many, many things. He's been several characters in the MCU. He's been
in the Penguin.
Many voices. What's that?
He was in the Penguin last year.
He was in the Penguin. He was in the Mandalorian.
Mr. Krabs.
He's Mr. Krabs. He was in Ahsoka. He's a lot of things. But I think he can.
Yeah.
I think he can be beat, and I think Dave Bautista could do it. I think so. Cool. Dave
They gotta
Bautista
have the song.
versus Henry Cavill. They're gonna do the song. If they like you don't understand. You do understand. Henry Cavill is such a nerd. He's such a giant nerd. I'm sure he was like, "You got to do the song." I feel that in my
They have
bones.
to own the song, I imagine, right? Because it was made for the movie.
Yeah, it was made for the Highlander franchise, and they used it for all the movies. So it's got to be. It's in
all the movies.
It's in the TV show, man.
Oh, okay, yeah. They got to do the song.
It's the theme song for the TV show. Like I'm pretty sure they have the rights to it. If you own the Highlander IP, that song is a package.
You get
deal.
The Queen song.
You get it's an epic song. You don't. I don't need any of the other songs. It's okay, but I need that song. Like I need the intro.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Just picture this: Henry Cavill at a in a SummerSlam event in the stands. Right? That's how that movie opens. Or is it a boxing match?
Oh, you're right. It was a wrestling event.
It was a wrestling match, yeah.
Oh, that's sick. That's a pretty good movie, man. I'm glad we rewatched it. It was pretty fun. I don't know if I approve of. I know I don't approve of
Russell Crowe.
No, Russell Crowe's playing the Spaniard, huh? But I meant Sean Connery, but same.
Oh,
6 of one, half dozen the other. We're doing the same thing all over again. It's cool. It's cool. Whatever. It's fine.
Marvel Spider-Man Match the Gathering. It's coming out later this year. There's some actually interesting lore about that set.
I pre-ordered all those stupid characters. They're not stupid.
It was. I love them. I got two out of the 4. The Iron Spider and the Battle Damage Spider.
I knew you got the Iron Spider. You have
one.
You don't know Man Wolf. It's okay.
Yeah, I don't care about Man.
Yeah. What's the 4th one? I forget. Oh, Agent Anti-Venom.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be a smaller set, akin to some of the other collab sets that they've done, but they've since blown it up to this it's a very pretty big release. There's multiple decks, the collector's packs. Typically these types of sets aren't valid in like standard play or tournament play, but most of the Spider-Man cards are, which is kind of a big deal. So it's really an official set. But the weird cool thing that they're doing, similar to the Lord of the Rings set, is they're dropping in Infinity Stone cards. It's like an artifact, but they're not putting all of them in the Spider-Man set.
Because they're going to do some in the X-Men set and other ones.
Exactly. That's kind of the underlying news, is like Spider-Man's just beginning. Is that a shocker? Yeah. No. But still kind of cool to like see the beginnings of like a new pseudo Marvel TCG.
Yeah. I tried to play with Lindsay the other day, but she was still too sick. I started immediately I started showing her the options, the boxes, and she was doing that thing that you were trying to stop me from doing, which is like, oh, it's a white deck. And I'm like, no, there's 2 decks in there. And she's like, oh, they're both white. And I'm like, no, let me explain this before you keep going. And then once I said that, she's like, I don't want to play now. I was like, oh, fine. Fine. So I'll have to revisit it, but we have them ready to go. I have 4 of the 5 decks, I think, right? Mm-hmm. There was 5 total. Yeah. I don't have the Gwen one. So did you ever find them? Did you see?
I found one Gwen one.
Oh, okay.
I am missing a Miles though. So
I have an extra Miles.
All right. Well, we'll see if we make it happen.
I'll trade you a Gwen for a Miles.
If I find my other Gwen, yeah. I still have not unpacked. I have one bag I have not. I think it's in there.
Oh. Hey, let me know if you find that pair of Comic-Con socks that we bought for our friend as a birthday present, because those were not found.
Comic-Con socks?
Remember when we went to the Comic-Con store?
Yeah.
We bought socks. That was the first thing we bought.
I did not touch that bag in any capacity.
I know.
It might be, where it might be in the box. off show question. I think it's in the box where your art is.
But
I'll
check.
Last bit of news, Bodemile was on Twitter over the weekend, had some comments on season 2 of X-Men 97, which he was pretty
writer.
That season was pretty much in the can before he got let go, for context.
Right.
But basically calling out the VP of Marvel Animation, Dana Vasquez. They get into specifics that are kind of spoilery on what's going to happen in season 2, but I'll just read the ending comments. When you have creatives who spent their days having arguments over trivial items within the show instead of polishing and plussing the show, it's beyond offensive and demoralizing. So take that as you will, but definitely he was beefing, they were beefing. All the beef was going across that X-Men 97 relaunch.
Yeah. That's unfortunate. What are you going to do? I just hope the season turns out maybe 3/4 as good as for a season. Like, I don't want to say half as good, but I'm willing to accept some degradation of the quality just because it was already peak. It doesn't need to be peak.
Does it end? Like, does it?
No, X-Men doesn't end. It doesn't. It just
does this show end? That's what I'm saying.
Yes, because the other show ended. So this show will have an end.
What does that end? Do they end on another cliffhanger and then?
No, I mean the last one didn't end on a cliffhanger. The last one ended on a optimistic place. You know, where the mutants were going to take over Professor X's legacy and do something, you know, to better the world. And it seemed positive. And then, yeah, sure, you know, it didn't go that way, and that's fine. That's fine, you know, because we can get that ending again another day. You know what I mean? Like, but I don't want to speculate what that ending will be because I don't want it to end. But I know it will end at some point, you know. So those actors are not young, but Disney does have sound alikes. I saw Wolverine at Comic-Con. Where was I with you? I was with Oliver, I think, when I pointed out he had a table. The whole cast had a table at Comic-Con.
I think I saw one of them.
Yeah, Wolverine was definitely there when I passed by it. So, but anyways, that's not what we're here to discuss. Do you want to talk about the thing where we promised to talk about?
Let's do it. Eyes of Wakanda. Where's my helmet? There it is. Eyes of Wakanda, the newly released anthology series from Marvel Animation Studios, telling stories of various war dogs as
the history of the Hattusaraze.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
as they recover artifacts across time.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna give this a preface before we even go into this one. I was sick this whole weekend.
Oh my god!
I was sick. When I'm sick
of the show?
No. I was sick. I was like, actually, I had a cold. You know, like I'm still recovering. I have a cough right now that I've been trying to turn my head away from the mic every now and then. When I'm sick, it has the potential to skew my appreciation of something because maybe I don't have the energy, you know what I mean, to like fully enjoy something. But when I watched it, I enjoyed it. I did. I ended up just watching all of it in one go.
Watch. It's like hour and
it's
like
over
hour and a half.
Yeah, it's a movie basically. It's a movie. I watched it Saturday afternoon. before WrestleMania or the wrestling came on. I knocked it out. I liked the first episode enough to watch the second one, and then I was gonna stop, and I was like, but it's lunchtime. I'll eat lunch and watch it. And I'm nursing a cold, so like some things maybe didn't hit as good as they could have, whatever.
Mhm.
But I will say this thing that does not apply to sick or healthy, whatever, is the measure of for me has always been of how much I enjoy a piece of content that's created is how much I think about it afterwards. And I will say that I gave this show zero thought after I was done
Can you
watching
name a
it.
character in the show?
Nope. That's my point. That's my point. Like you're not even getting me on anything because I'm like fully admitting right now I thought it was an enjoyable experience while I watched it. The second it was done, I never gave it a second thought ever again.
I watched it all 20 minutes before we started the show. And one shot.
Well, you're giving it a second thought because you have to.
And the most famous character in that show is someone who's not Wakandan. And then the second famous thing in that show is an axe.
I mean, Killmonger's in the show.
But the axe.
But it's Killmonger.
Like, yeah.
I actually liked the last moment of the show because it tied it all together. You know what I mean? Back to the movies. And
the Watcher there.
Oh, I didn't see the Watcher.
He shows up in the last episode. Yeah.
I was sick again, so I missed things.
Well, not really preface this. Like, what I'm trying to think of like it felt good watching it in the moments. I'm like, oh, these are kind of neat beats.
Yeah,
I kind of liked the characters that they did present, and the sacrifices, the people of Wakanda go through to make sure that it stays protected.
Yeah. So
and
just
secret.
for let's assume that a lot of people who are watching or listening to this show did not watch Eyes of Wakanda.
Yeah.
Can we give the elevator pitch really for what this show is?
Yeah, it's 4 separate episodes, each taking place at a different point in time
in history. Yeah.
In history. Yeah, I mean that's the premise. Each episode is about Wakandan spies going out into the world to recover.
We get educated. So we've learned a lot throughout the 2 movies and the shows and stuff about the Dora Milaje, right? And the Dora Milaje have multiple jobs. One is to protect the Black Panther and the King of Wakanda, whatever. The other is also they went out and retrieved Zemo, right? Because they go out to find the war criminals and stuff. But in the comics, actually, that job is reserved for what's a different clan of Wakandans called the Hatut Zaraze, which translates to dogs of war. But war dogs actually were in the original movie, right? The Black Panther movie. I think it was.
Yeah.
It was a clan. It was a Daniel Kaluuya's clan. I can't remember.
I don't think they were a clan, but they were like
a group of people. You know what I mean? Like
they were like Jury. Jury was a war dog.
Jury. Oh yeah, because he was a spy, right? Yeah. And so this show does a little bit of clarifying and saying that in their universe, the war dogs are Wakandan spies who go out to claim the artifacts or do things to make sure that the benefit of Wakanda is
Nakia is a war dog in the movies too.
Nakia, yes, you're right. Nakia is a war dog. You're right. Yeah. And so it's kind of interesting because in the first episode you meet an ex Dora Milaje that is being given a chance to prove herself and come back into the fold by serving as a war dog, and she has to go out and find this ex-Wakandan who's taken the technology of vibranium. And we're talking about like this is in pirates time, right? Like this is like this Wakandan pirate has like collected all the coolest like warriors around the globe, right? He's got a
That made no fucking
Viking.
sense.
He's got a Viking.
No
He's got.
fucking sense. I will say that part.
I
That
mean,
first episode made no goddamn sense.
I mean, it's like watching a Predator killers.
Race relations in the world at that time were not as peaceful.
I think they're implying that that vibranium was so impressive that it was willing to bridge the gap, you know. But so we see her take down this guy, and she kills a lot of different characters too. Yeah. And then the next episode is actually kind of cute because it's that person, that Dora Milaje person, who decided to instead stay a war dog. It's now her, like super old, and she's like the Nick Fury of the war dogs.
Eye patch included.
Yeah, eye patch included. And so we follow another war dog as he goes into the Trojan War with Achilles.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of dig that one too. That was a cool episode.
That was probably my favorite one.
I think I agree with you. That was probably my favorite one too. As much as I liked the third episode where it's even further forward in time, and it takes place in China, where a war dog has accidentally crash landed while he was trying to retrieve a Nepalese idol that had some Wakandan vibranium inside of it. When he got injured, he got befriended by a woman who took him in, and they fell in love. And when he finally was better, he stole the idol, went back home in his freaking airplane, like that exists.
We'll talk about that.
Their technology is out of control, man. And then when they are checking the ship, they learn that the Iron Fist has stowed away on the ship, and it's a cool episode. It got a little weird at times, and then the fourth episode kind of broke me a little bit because it was a time travel episode that I feel like was betraying the rules of time travel that were established in Endgame.
A little bit.
Right? It was, right? A
little bit.
Okay, thank you. I'm just saying. So it kind of lost me on that fourth episode.
The TV, I mean, I guess there's technically no TVA at that point. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I can't tell. But a future Black Panther time travels back in time.
They're fighting the Horde, right?
In the future.
In the future, yeah.
Yeah, but they travel back in time to when, what is it? It's what part of Africa was being raided?
Ethiopia.
By
the Italians.
But was being raided by the Italians, and it turns out like they went there to retrieve an axe, but then they were told by this future Black Panther that the axe actually has to stay in its place and be discovered later by a person who will force Wakanda to finally open up and join the rest of the globe, and that will save them from the future that they have, where this alien race has come, invaded, and when they wiped out all of humanity except Wakanda wasn't there to save them, and so then they had to stand alone, and they lost. And so the idea is if they stood together with the rest of the earth, we would have beat them, much like they did against Thanos and stuff like that. So I think the implication is, because Eric Killmonger discovers an axe at the museum in 2016 or 18, whatever it was, it's a series of events that unfold that leads Wakanda to open up, to help the Avengers try to defeat Thanos, and then, become a larger part of the global community. And so I saw what they were doing. They're trying to connect it to, the larger MCU. And I think it was kind of to a detriment for the show, that episode.
We talked about that point specifically. Like, I think they're trying to. Killmonger is obviously a very sympathetic character. I think you could say, like in his plight and his reasons for doing that things that he did. And I could see the goal of this being like, well, he was technically a hero in like the bigger picture, but I think his original goal was pretty valid, right? I think it's strong enough to stand on its own without needing this extra layer of.
There's still a ton of people that are totally not going to get any hate from me for saying Killmonger was right.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Yeah,
but
one of the best.
I don't think it needed sweetening, right? His character or his motives needed sweetening, but I think this kind of tries to do it. And
yeah, I think you're pushing it, right? You're pushing it at this point. Like, we understood the character first. We liked him fine. It was kind of cute.
It almost dumbs it down.
Yeah, it was kind of cute that you brought him back in a meaningful way in the second movie. But we can let this character go. He's dead, and it's okay. Like, his contribution is invaluable to the MCU. We don't need to be constantly reminded of that, right? Yeah. And so it felt like a waste of 1/4 of this series, because that ended up being the point of that episode, right? And so, like, whereas the point of the other 3 episodes was like, let's just tell fun stories.
Well, the axe was in the first episode.
Yeah. But I'm saying, but that was just a fun story.
Right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like, they were fun. Like, the Trojan War story was fun. Watching Achilles,
he slices his ankle.
His Achilles ankle. His Achilles.
The Iron Fist was fun.
The Iron Fist episode's fun.
That's a nice layer that we get. Knowing,
silly or not, it was really fun to watch the Dora Milaje kick the crap out of like a ninja and like a Viking, and I don't even remember all the other ones, man. It was there was a lot of different cultural appropriation going on in that episode, and it was pretty fun to watch them all get killed. There was like an Assassin's Creed dude in there, right? Wasn't there not?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like a full on like Ezio Auditore kind of character. Yeah. So these were just fun episodes, and I really enjoyed it. And I felt like I just felt like the show didn't stick the landing, and I don't know that it needed a landing.
They got too cute with it.
They got too cute. You're right. Yes.
Yeah. The other gripe for me was the technology. Like, first episode, they're like,
I won't say it's offensive, but it's hard. It's a hard pill for some people to swallow. I get it. They got
telegrams or holograms for Jesus. Like, that's all I'm saying. Like,
and you put it like that, that's pretty awesome.
They're doing some crazy shit before. Like, I always figured Wakanda was like, at least up until this point in the movies, I guess it's safe to say like 15, 20 years ahead.
Oh, you're so wrong, sir. I see why you would have been experiencing a very jarring sense of disruption there. No, they are not 15, 20 years ahead. They are so far ahead.
Okay.
They have a protective barrier around their city that makes them invisible to all forms of technology.
Are they planes in the, what was that?
Like 1500s, 1800s?
Yeah. Like, are they planes in the 1500s advanced? Not planes. Supersonic jets advanced.
Yeah, I mean, it's all like, the thing is it's like, it's freaking vibranium. I think the implication is the vibranium is what accelerated their technology. It's not them specifically. It's that they got the fortune of being granted this resource that provided unlimited, innovation.
Here's where it gets weird. If they're that advanced, it makes them kind of dumb in the movies, or the hubris of Wakanda in the movies, that they did not find vibranium outside Wakanda sooner. You know what I mean? Like, if they're that, if they're
because they've had the war
advanced,
dogs. They've had the war dog. They're showing you the answer to that question. The war dogs were going out all over the world and trying to find all.
no,
the
I'm talking like Riri's machine. You know, Riri built this MacGuffin machine that identifies vibranium.
Oh, yeah, fair enough.
Or
I'm not
Talakon
gonna.
exists and
I'm
they
not. I'm not
have
gonna
no
argue.
idea about Talakon.
I won't argue with certain things like that.
It makes things like that just a little dumb.
Yeah, I think what you're saying is what I was saying when Captain Marvel was coming out. Before we even watched Captain Marvel, I was saying it kind of gets icky the more you dip into the history. The further back you go into this universe before the events that we all have already established as the beginning, right?
Mm-hmm.
If we establish Iron Man as the beginning of this universe, and then a few like a year or two later, we're like, well, actually, Captain America was the beginning of this universe. I'm like, okay, please don't do any more well actuallys, okay? Because the more well actuallys you do, it gets kind of muddled, and you start forgetting your own story that you're writing. And so, yes, I will totally concede to you that point that they did another well actually in this series too many times, and now it's a hard pill for you to swallow. I'm okay with it because it's like, you know, it's all fun. It's all this crazy, you know, we're supposed to be like, wow, Wakanda's nuts. But I get your point. Like it is asking a bit much of the viewer. So I'm not gonna even argue with you. You're not wrong.
Mm-hmm. I mean, to me, it begs the question on like, I still have fun with the show. I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm happy I watched it. Do I think I'll watch it again?
No,
probably not. Do I want another season? I don't think I do.
I don't. If they're gonna have to remind us how awesome Killmonger is again, you know what I mean? Like, and you just know the way that episode ended that there has to be an episode if they did a second season that's actually got Michael B. Jordan in it, and it's like, no, don't do that anymore.
Well, one last at the technological track that they're on as presented in this show, 500 years in the future, what the fuck are they still doing on Earth? The Galactic Empire of Wakanda is like very much a thing. Like, you're telling me in 500 years they didn't just dip out of here?
It's weird to me that they needed 500 years in the future before they were time traveling too, considering that Tony Stark invented time travel in 2015 or whatever. Yeah, no, there's a lot of like, I mean, I said this also when they did Endgame. You introduce time travel into your story, you start creating lots of plot holes.
Mm-hmm.
And you're just going to keep creating plot holes now every time you lean on that one. And you know, they did it in Avengers. They did it in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. They did it in Loki. It doesn't get prettier each time you do it. Stop leaning into it.
Does this imply that if Killmonger was beat sooner, there would have been no like Thanos or no like,
I don't know, man.
Is that a trade-off that we want to do?
I mean, I'll tell you this is the most I've thought about this show since I watched it 5 days ago, so cool, I guess.
But I liked it in the moment. It's one of those snacks that you just like has like a slightly funky aftertaste.
The animation's cool.
Mm-hmm.
The voice acting's really great.
Mm-hmm.
And the first 3 stories are super fun. It's just caution to everyone when you get to that 4th one.
You just got to sit down for the ride.
Yeah. Just know it's not going to end as cool as you might want it to. That's it.
At that 4th episode, it's a moment of where like this can just be a Disney Plus show or it can be an MCU show. And they chose to go one way instead of the other. And now you subject yourself to these types of questions.
Yeah.
For better or for worse. But
it could have been like your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Right. Where it's like MCU adjacent.
Mm-hmm.
But this one chose to be MCU. And yeah.
I want to see more from this team though. Like I think whatever this creative creative team is. I want to see. Give me, who's out there? Who's been out there for a minute? Give me the Mandarins. Wenwu's escapades throughout history.
Oh, so you're doubling down. You're doubling down. You're like, I just got done saying every time you do it well, actually, it's only going to make more complications. And you're like, I want more well, actually.
It got more. It got the last one made it complicated. When you do the time travel thing, it got complicated.
Okay.
When you're doing these gaps in history,
but not the plane in ancient China.
The plane in ancient China, yes. The fact that they're in ancient China,
the holograms before Jesus.
What I'm saying is show me
everything you said on this
show
show.
Show me Wenwu fucking up shit in a different time era, right? Show me I don't know who else is in the Immortal. Show me the Eternals on cool Eternals missions.
Oh yeah, I'm sure they'll get a green light to do more Eternals stories. I'm on board with you for that one, by the way. I because I thought the Eternals was partly that, right? Part of that movie was what we just watched with Eyes of Wakanda. It was literally little snippets of history where we got to see them influencing history in ways that we never knew about, right? So it makes it kind of messy that, like, okay, so the Wakandans were also doing that, and somewhere else Wenwu's also doing that, and like I was like, who actually controlled our fate? You know, like it's so yeah. The plot holes get weird. I don't want no more plot holes. Stop it. Like it's fine. I did have fun with the first 3 episodes.
It's fun, yeah, especially with the Iron Fist in there and all right, we're cooking here. We're doing all right. You can go any which way with that information, but it's just a nice. It's like you're playing with toys, right? It's Look, we're about to get a Spider-Man movie next year with Scorpion, the Hulk, maybe a Punisher, right? Maybe a Silver Samurai, maybe Viper. That Spider-Man's got some cool toys he's packaged with. And it's cool when the shows do that as well. So I'm not gonna get on that premise, but are there weird plot holes in logic? 100%. But I think you're not supposed to think about it. You're not supposed to watch this more than once. No one's favorite show is going to be Eyes of Wakanda.
But you know why that upsets me? Because it's another notch in the belt of like, it's an animated show. Don't give it too much thought. And I know that's not what you said, but that's what a lot of people perceive it as. You know, when a story's not good and it's an animated thing, it lowers people's expectations of animation. And I don't think that's fair.
Well, that's why I think they pulled the MCU card at the end, right? Like,
yeah,
because now it's not.
But it didn't make it better for us, right?
No.
Yeah.
For us, no. I think for some it will. That's a pretty big lever to pull, I would say.
I mean, but they've already pulled that lever twice. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, all right, I'm done hating on it. I do think it was like a 6 or a 7 overall. If they did it again, I would watch it, but I'm not excited about.
Would you buy Eyes of Wakanda Marvel Legends?
You know, I'm gonna say no, because I'm actually and that's not a racist thing. I'm actually at a point where I haven't bought any MCU figure for the past year since Deadpool Wolverine.
Oh, interesting.
I kind of stopped because, you know why? Because they stopped packaging with Build-A-Figures, and if I don't need to buy them, I just put them on a wish list, and I'll happily let somebody else buy them for me. But I kind of had a realization at Comic-Con. It was actually my wife who pointed it out to me. The thing that we don't like about MCU figures is, and I think we learned it from like Ryan Ting like a couple years ago, whatever, because she asked him, why is it the faces on them are always so neutral and boring? Whereas like, you know, if you go look at like the Psylocke figure, you get like a really cool screaming face that comes with the toy and stuff, you know, for the comic book figures. And I guess when they're using likenesses of actual people, they're contractually obligated to use a neutral face.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Which is kind of a bummer because it's like that's not the face that
I mean,
that they're giving in the movies.
You got that Ant-Man though.
I know the Ant-Man makes the smirk, and that's that's one of the few. I think there's a Chadwick one that has a smirk on it too, and those are some of my favorite ones. You know what I mean? But like, it's a rare thing to see it, and so that's kind of why I stopped with the MCU ones. Now, granted, Deadpool, his face is completely covered, so it's fine. But I mean, yeah. But like Wolverine, it's just like such a boring face on.
You're telling me you're gonna buy a Doom in a Spider-Man?
What?
Any character with a mask on?
Oh, yeah, I'll buy a Doom if it's cool looking, you know what I mean? But like that's kind of where I'm at. Like it's if it's an MCU figure, I can wait. So even if they're animated, like because I've already kind of like stopped the dam, I've replugged the dam, right? Like so like I don't have a flood of toys all the time coming into my house. Just this last week, that was about it. But then most of the time, if it's MCU, I'm like, you're good. We'll see you later. We'll see you later. So that's why I won't feel inclined to get figures. Now, if they're super cool figures that come with a Build-A-Figure, then maybe. All right, I'll say that. That's where I'll see with that. Yeah. What about you? Would you buy figures from the show?
No.
There you go. Racist.
I'd buy an Iron Fist, maybe.
Oh, that's extra racist.
Would it be more if I said Achilles?
It would be more racist if you said Achilles, that's for sure.
Okay.
Yeah. That guy was white as hell.
Yeah.
That's kind of weird, right?
That's a little weird.
Okay, cool.
A little weird.
Sure.
A little
All
weird. Right. What's next week?
Next week's not Peacemaker, so what are we doing next week?
What movie are we on?
Are we doing another MCU movie?
Might as well.
Okay. Or did you want to do the old school Fantastic Four? Do you want to try and
No, I don't want to. I missed the boat on sourcing that. We have to wait till next Comic-Con.
Okay. Why? Oh, because you didn't find it at Comic-Con.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, I see. Did you know that all 4 of those characters were in the movie though?
I do. They said thank you, Fantastic Four.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of cute. Yeah. Still don't like that movie
though. I think about that movie a lot, and I've talked myself into saying I think it's a good Reed, Sue, Johnny, and Ben movie, but I don't know if it's a good Fantastic Four movie.
That's an interesting way.
I'm happy with that statement.
Okay.
The Reed Sue baby conversation replays in my head a lot, and I like, the more I think about it, the more I like that scene. But that's old news.
Yeah. We did Civil War. We did Civil War last time, so whatever comes after Civil War, I think it's Guardians 2, right?
Ant-Man, isn't it? No,
we already did Ant-Man. Ant-Man was before Civil War.
Civil War.
I think it's Guardians 2.
Okay. Maybe Guardians 2 next week, ladies and gentlemen. So stay tuned.
Mm-hmm.
And with that, true believers, enough